My name is Mike Honeycutt. I wrote a book about world travel and hunting and fishing in remote areas of the world. It's just something that just kind of happened. I was checking at Trafford Publishing on another book. I'd met some people in northern Canada, and they had a cookbook with wild game, and I called the book company and asked them to send me some of those books. And at the same time, I told them I had done quite a bit of world travel, and they said, well, if you have a story to tell, why don't you send it to us and we'll see if we can publish it. And I said, well, I don't know that I can come up with anything that would really would have an interest with other people. And they said, well, we've got lots of readers, and they're always wanting to read something. I had second thoughts about publishing a book because English wasn't really one of my fortes in high school and college. I was more into history. So when it came time to write a book, I thought, now how in the world am I going to do that, and make it sound right. But with the help of the publisher, I was able to put the different stories together, and the different photos that I had in my files. If it wasn't for my files, it would have been very difficult to write a book, especially about starting out in the 90s and writing into 2000. It's one of those things that I'd slept since then, and it was hard to remember what you'd done in 2000, let alone 2019. So if you like to read adventure stories and you like to travel and get some information about remote areas, feel free to read the book and decide for yourself where you'd like to go. And I'm here at the BookExpo promoting my book, and please come by and take a look at it, or buy a copy to take home with you. To me, you have to do the actual experiences before you can write this kind of a book. I mean, you can't just sit down, and start writing about the world unless you've actually been in it. So to me, that's the only way that I could integrate the book and my files and my actual experiences together. Was to actually do everything and actually know. And that's one reason why I was able to design the cover the way I did, because it reminded me of not only the world hunting and the going around to different lands, different cultures. I was also in and out of the Ring of Fire a lot on my hunting adventures. So that's one thing that I incorporated in the book was what they call the Ring of Fire, the areas where the hottest places in the world. Literary success to me would be being able to to know what you're writing about, and having somebody that's experienced behind you help you do the work, because if you're just an amateur writer, that's kind of a weak spot for me. So it's nice to have somebody that can actually know how to take your ideas and help you put them together in and integrate them into a book.